Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done an update. Thought I'd pop in and say hi to everybody and let you know what has been going on with me. First of all, you can see I'm starting to try to use my own hair more. It's growing out. I got an appointment with my stylist on Wednesday. So hopefully we can see what more I can do with it as it continues to grow. I just hit a major milestone today. I had my court hearing for legal name change. As of today, I am officially Milyssa Lee. Now I've got a lot of work ahead of me, going and changing my name everywhere, the motor vehicles and social security, my medical, God, can't list them all off here. But yeah, that's what I'm going to have to be doing the next few weeks once I get my certified copies. So that was very emotional. It was an emotional experience because I was really stressing if it would go through because I was supposed to send in a certified copy of some form and the post office lost it. So it wasn't in time before the hearing. They didn't care. They went ahead and they approved it anyway. Judge made his ruling. So I've got mixed feelings in terms of starting this new chapter, giving up a name that has been with me for 62 years of my life. Um, I'm glad it's gone. I never associated myself with that name. I have not told my family yet. They may or may not find out by this video or other posts I make, but yeah, my mother will take it especially hard because she still hasn't come to terms with this. But I got to live my life and I got to move on with my life how I see fit. So this is what I'm doing for me. I'm looking to other things coming up, possible procedures. I don't know. I have some doctor's appointments I need to do and get some sign-offs on. So I will see how things go. No huge rush. I'm doing things methodically, taking my time, thinking everything through. But most importantly, it's just, again, living my life. Just being me, going out every single day as me. I've had almost entirely positive experiences. I only was misgendered once a couple weeks ago when I went to the pharmacy, but I was like totally dressed down, a mess in a hoodie to pick up my prescription, which was under my old name, and they misgendered me. And I was totally fine with it. I don't get upset because I knew I wasn't throwing off feminine vibes in any way. So, but then later that night, I ran into a friend who was commenting how my face has changed more in the last few months since I've been on estrogen. So that was affirming. Um, I've had a few affirming experiences lately. One I'm not sure I'm ready to talk about yet. We'll see. Let's just say that, yeah, I'll hold on to that one for now. Keep you all in suspense. So, in any case, I'm hoping that with this and with the change in my resume, my name, I will be able to finally find a job. Because I don't think anybody wanted to hire an older white guy. So maybe hiring a woman, which I'm getting my gender marker changed with motor vehicles, and I can do that here in this state. Thank God I don't live in Kansas or one of these other wacko states. And I feel bad for the girls that are there that are being forced into this. My only fear is that this is going to go federal, that the feds will, Congress or Trump or somebody will find a way to further strip away our identity, our rights. And I'm not hurting anybody. Um, I I live as a woman. Am I a real woman? No, I know that. I'm a trans woman. So haters, piss off. But I still live as a woman and I'm going to be doing everything I can to be perceived as a woman. I do use women's restrooms. Oh my God, I do. And you know what? Most of the time, nobody's in there, and a few times people are in there, nobody even looks at me. I go in, I go out, wash my hands first before I leave, and nobody even gives me a second look because this is how I'm presenting. And I will continue to do that because I'm sure shit not going into the men's bathroom looking like this. Oh no. You want to talk about safety? Women are afraid of men invading their spaces? Well, yeah, it's the same with me. So, in any case, what else is happening here? Well, summer's finally here. Well, spring is here. Summer's coming. All the trees are budding. Beautiful day. It's going to be almost high 80s today. Nice. To think only last month we had bitter cold and snow. So I'll take it. I want to do some traveling this year. There's so much I want to do now. Since I hit this milestone, and I've hit a lot of milestones getting here, and it's just, I don't know, now I'm just energized. Yeah, I want to see where I go. I want to make new friends. Speaking of which, I don't think I've made a video since I've come back from Keystone last month. There was the Keystone Conference in Pennsylvania, in Harrisburg. They hold it every year. And I was my first time going with my friend Andrea. I had to start over because I got a phone call and I was caught up for about 2 hours with my friend Irene. And all I'm going to say is there was some really intense emotions there and epiphanies like you would not believe in our conversation. I will touch on them a little bit later on. I just want to continue. I went to the Keystone Conference last month, and there was about 500 other ladies there and men. For those who don't know, Keystone is in Harrisburg every year. I think they've had, their 12th year? And this is my first year going with my friend Andrea, and it was an interesting experience. And it wasn't quite what I expected either. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's just in this journey, in this transition of mine, I'm still going through a lot of learning, a lot of changes. And part of that was being around so many other people from the community, which I haven't really done before, and all the differences in people. I had to relearn things and kind of get past some old feelings that I've had. And it's really made me look deeper and more introspective on who I am as a trans woman in this community. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm a part of the community. A lot of times at Keystone, I didn't feel like I fit in. And even though I was welcomed with open arms and by friends that I know, and was even asked to join, a little organization that I'm happy that they've nominated me to join them. And I'm still trying to find myself because this is still fairly new. I'm an older trans woman. I didn't really start transitioning until 2 years ago. And it took me going through most of my life either in denial or just not understanding who I was, trying to hide things. And I had to go through a very traumatic experience to finally put me on this path. And that was a death that was devastating and at the same time freed me to live my life how I want and how I need to, because this is who I am. This is who I've been a part of since I was born. And it's not a whim. And it wasn't a decision. The only decision I made was to drop the facade. Stop trying to live a life that wasn't me. Stop pretending that I'm something I'm not and live as who I am. Now, people will say, oh, you're mentally ill, you're delusional. You made the decision to become this. No, I made the decision to let go of the past. And I do not regret it one bit. And it's made me it's made me do a lot of soul searching. And I'm still searching and I'm still learning more about myself every day as I continue on this journey. In a lot of ways, I'm a baby in this experience. Even though I'm an older person, a lot of this is still new to me and I'm still learning. I envy the girls who figured it out early on in their life and were able to move forward then. And I wasn't ready back then. I wasn't emotionally ready, which I was immature. I was dumb as shit. And I would not have had the freedom back then as I do now. So I'm thrilled and happy to be where I'm at. This step in my journey, I have a long way to go and hopefully a long life to live it. And I'm going to continue to change along the way. So all I can do is take one step at a time, keep moving forward. Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on all the negative things I used to tell myself, putting myself down, not letting myself move forward or grow or be happy. And now I've finally reached a stage in my life where I can be happy. I look in the mirror and I'm happy. You know, is it perfect? No, nothing ever is. But I still have goals that I want to achieve. So we'll see where we go from there. Anyway, that's what's happening so far. Big milestones. Hopefully, there are more to come.